Welcome back to the van build series, the series where I, with no experience, try and convert a van. Look how long it took me to get into this bottle of oil.
Hey yo, I can't get into this at all. Wait, there we go. Oh my god, that was like one of the hardest things I've ever done my whole entire life. This brush isn't great because I used it last time, but oh well. Okay, no, that really ain't a good idea. I just buy brushes and mess them up to a point where I've got to throw them. I will clean this one, I promise. Sake.
Just a heads up, this is episode 5, so if you haven't already, go and watch the others. But this week started the night before with me staining this pull-out panel. And the next morning, it was straight onto this again.
Right, on to the actual task for today. Spent so much time on this like faceboard for this, trying to get it right, of like sitting in there nicely and being like super easy to remove, which you can see definitely hasn't gone to plan. But I've now come to the realization the best thing I'm going to use is like one of these brackets and replace this bit, so this is the same thickness as this, and then this will basically just sit on there like that when it goes in. So the bottom will like catch in with this bit, and then the top will catch in with these. But obviously that means there's another thing that I need to basically destroy to make it great again. And I'm gonna have to actually pull this off, if it comes off anyway, because this shit is light. The wood glue works. But it's good because this bit is actually stuck to it. Let's put this screw back in. Think about the negatives, or we think about the positives. The positives is that it's really strong. The glue has held it really nicely. Negatives is I still haven't got a solution for clipping it in place properly. Could work. It actually could work. Looking now. Right, so now we've officially got this. It should all line up nicely. This will go in there for the waste. This will go in there for the water. Then this should, haven't tested this with this yet, but should go in like that. Oh, would you look at that? Beautiful. And then when I need to get to any of that, removable panel. This took so long, like way too long. What I ended up doing was putting this like a little lip as like a catch. Could probably do one on the other side at some point, but for now, I'm ready to move on from this because this is taking me ages. I'm content with that. Working nicely.
So this little part that I'm kind of calling the kitchen area, I really didn't think it through when I was building it. The hinges, no, like the pull-out drawer thing that I originally wanted, the actual thing isn't long enough for me to put the hinges. Is it a hinge? Pull-out drawer sliders, I think it's probably the best word. But I didn't really account for that, so here is me sitting for about half an hour debating if it's worth me basically adding a bit on top, which I come to the conclusion.
Decided against it. I think I've genuinely decided against it. Have I just decided against it? I think I have. could easily become a table. Well, yeah, I've decided against it. One thing I've not accounted for, yeah. Look at this. One thing I've not thought about. I mean, there's plenty of things I haven't thought about, but one thing I definitely haven't thought about is I put the front onto this, and obviously this thing here is just not going to have enough room for me to put a face on there. Probably if I like flicked it over that much, but then it makes all of this inconsistent in a sense. I don't know. Yeah, don't know what I'm doing there, to be honest. Trying to make like a curve in this so it fits flush, but probably not the best idea, but hey ho. Right, so now all of this is roughly in place. My next thing is I kept the original bolts for these like brackets. Oh, God. Yeah, I kept the original bolts for these brackets, so I'm gonna drill a hole through this bit of wood into there and hopefully secure it to the original bracket with the original bolt. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? So like everything with this up. I didn't account for this paneling in front, so I'm gonna have to make like a bigger rivet for the nut to go into. But that should be the last time this is out. However, there's so much space without it in there, so I don't know. It could be good that it's only 2 bolts just connecting it. Right, so update. Got this one in absolutely fine because I haven't obviously put the fronts onto these yet. And in this one, I was working away at like flushing this into, you know, making it flush so it was the same level so it could just go straight through like that. Couldn't quite get it, but then what I decided to do instead was to just get a normal screw and the washer that was on that bolt basically and drill back the other way with the washer. That seems to be fine. So let's put all of this back in the place it should be quickly. Slot straight in there. Let's slot on now, on top for now. It's good enough. Hasn't got to be perfect for me. Straight on there. Oh no, I've messed up here. I took this off to get to where the bolt is, and obviously when I originally drilled this in, I had it out, so I'm not going to be able to get to where the screw needs to go into. It's like a game of chess, you always have to think about your next move. So I'm not going to lie, I think I'm at that it's good enough kind of stage that I'm looking at this wall now. Basically the job that now is like the walls, actual walls onto here. And people say, obviously, a van, nothing's level, nothing's square. I mean, I've literally built this on my driveway, which is like this. So that's kind of apparent anyway. And that's something I knew from day one, that I didn't really plan on moving it from here while I literally build the whole thing. But if you have a look at this wall. So in my eyes, the perfect scenario would be being able to get one of these, basically, and just get that to go right up there and just stack those all the way until it reaches the top. But if you have a look at this wall, like, it's so curved, and then like the top is out further than the bottom, and it's completely skew-whiffed. So I don't know, everyone kind of does like framing for it, but I've got these battens and these just seem so thick, and I probably messed up because I should have done all of that first, because now the bed is like against this wall, that regardless how I do this now, the wall is going to be like further out from the bed. But I'm now looking at it and these electrics were already here, so my plan is to basically just cut this out, put one of these basically like this up against this bit of wall that's just going to go through the middle, and then do one at the top, one at the bottom, and hopefully just be able to use those to just drive in these in the middle, and then I don't know, just get creative. But yeah, getting a bit long. It's now Sunday, and I'm just basically just using every weekend like doing this. It's a nice problem, don't get me wrong. It's not even a problem, but I have to remind myself about this. But I do find myself just sitting in there just thinking like what I want to do. And that's the only problem, is I don't want to kind of rush stuff just for the sake of getting it done and then realise like I've done that so wrong, because a lot of it I already have done wrong. So right, update. It's just not really been filming this because it's definitely one where I need some music going on. Yeah, I've messed this up. I think I definitely shouldn't have done the bed first. I should have done all of the framing first, but hey ho, that's what happens when you do a project like this. Anyway, so I put this beam in and it seems to be pretty decent, so hopefully what I'm gonna do is basically do one more, I don't know, with these electrics, bruh. Might do another one like in this kind of area up here. It's really annoying because all of the electrics are already behind there. As I've done for a majority of this, I'm using the hit and hope method. Basically. And then all of this, I think I might literally just run this straight down to this and do like the paneling basically off of the actual bed. But I don't know, I'm absolutely winging it if you haven't realized already. But yeah, do another one of these like in the middle, and then I'll do like one going up on both sides, so then hopefully I can just literally just, I don't know, it's kind of making sense in my head but doesn't make sense in the same strength. And there we are, that's where I'm at. It's not terrible, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Now basically what I plan to do is to put one connecting here, one connecting here, one here, and then maybe some like at the top as well. But yeah, also as I've done this, I realised that I could kind of utilise some of the back bits for like pockets behind it. So I'm going to do that as well, like leave empty spaces in there so I can have like pockets to put stuff in. Right, so it's 2.5 hours since that last clip, and this is where I'm at to. Shoddy work, I'm not going to lie, but it's my work. Because this bends so much, like I couldn't put the paneling in properly, so these top two I've basically just overlapped on top of each other, which I don't think looks that bad, so I'm just going to run with it. And just like that, another weekend of working in the van has come and gone. Then went on to watch Arsenal absolutely mess up and draw 2-2 with Liverpool, so yeah, we had a successful weekend. But yeah, look, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave the video a like, comment spaghetti in the comments if you managed to watch all the way this through, and yeah, make sure you subscribe as well. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.